No way. I don't know. Oh my God. No way. They're all looking at me. No, I don't know. I'm just hanging out. Oh God. I'm pretending like I'm having a conversation with somebody on FaceTime. But I'm not. I'm live streaming on YouTube. No way. Oh my God. Hell no. To the no no. Oh hell no. No no no. No way. Little black submarines, operator, please put me back on the line. Told my girl I'd be back. Operator, please. This is wrecking my mind. Oh, can it be? The voices calling me, they get lost and out of time. I should have seen it glow, but everybody I knows that a broken heart is blind. Pick you up, let you down, and I wanna go to a place I can't hide. You know me, I had plans, but they just disappeared to the back of my mind. Oh, can it be the voices guiding me? They get lost and out of time. I should have seen it glow, but everybody I know that a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. Angel Eagle, come on down from the heavens just to help us on our way. Yeah, yeah. They come to teach us and they leave us to find some other souls to save. Angel Eagle, come on down, hear my drum, because I need you now. Yeah. All the it doesn't work today.
Neither one?
Neither one. But I called him. I got Chandler to call him. There is a laundromat, you know.
I don't want to go there.
I know their machine works. So people are going there, doing the machine and coming back. I don't know what's so special about this place, but nope.
My clothes in the dryer, just take them back out.
How much you? I have some quarters.
I don't need to go.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
Oh my gosh.
I would have traded you some quarters, but I would have given you this Colombian quarter because it's illegal. Get this Colombian out of my country. Get this illegal coin out. It's taking all my jobs. I'm just kidding. We love you, Colombians. Without you, the women would be sickly and thin. We need you. We need you in our gene pool. I need you in my life, Colombia. I need you. I need you. Puedes a fat butt. Tienes a fat butt. Tengo hombre. Sí, muy bien.
Is the gentleman coming back?
I don't know if he's a gentleman, and I don't know if he's coming back. But I know I got a massive forehead, and I'll bash it right into you. I'll get you. Hey. The birds are tweaking. I don't know who the gentleman is that she's talking about. And I don't know if he's coming. Is the gentleman coming back? Are you calling me a wild man? Are you calling me a savage? Text me. Who dares? eBay? I hardly know her. I've already brushed my hair. I don't have a toothbrush. I'm going to the fucking opera today. I got invited to go to the opera. And I best believe I'm fucking going. No matter what any of you tell me, I'm going to the opera. And you can't stop me. I go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat. Like a great white shark on Shark Week. That's not that bad. You know what? If it wasn't Macklemore, if Big X the Plug dropped Can't Hold Us right now, people would be like, that's pushing the limits of human creation. I might just throw up and feed it to your nephew. So, all the birds are all going right to left. A bunch of them. Like a fucking Brady bunch, like a Marky Mark's fun bunch of birds out there going right to left. Bestiality is off the table today, I guess. But I got a cherry Pepsi. Chat. It's been a long time. I did my laundry. Guess how much money I got? Yes. Well, I just spent $80 on a new winter coat. But I spoke. You know what happened when I spoke? I was rewarded money. I spoke at the Jews. I spoke at a penny pinching. No, not penny pinching. I spoke at. I spoke. I did speak. Don't tell me I didn't. Okay. I went to go get a frozen meal from Capstone and discuss solutions to the homeless crisis. And I saw that there was a group of people in the conference room all hanging out. And I was like, I'm not gonna go talk to those guys. I'm gonna go get my chicken teriyaki frozen meal and I'm gonna cook that bitch and eat it. But you know what happened? I was standing there and then the light of God shone into my brain. Fucking a wave of energy hit the top of my skull and I was rewarded with the kingdom of heaven. And it showed me that the government paved a shit ton of parking lots in Vermont to issue COVID vaccines. And now they sit as parking lots fenced off that are housing people's private boats. And they're like storage units for government employees. And I said, you know what? Why don't we just put the homeless people on there? And then I remembered that in the past, the Capstone employees have said that they've reached out to the government to say, well, you have 100 empty parking lots around the state and you have homeless people that you're wasting taxpayer dollars showing up on to their campers saying they have to move and not giving them a solution to where they can go. Why? And then when they move, you wait 10 minutes to where they're going to park next, and then you show up again and you're trying to trespass them from every single place. Just fucking, you're perpetuating their suffering, which is making them not able to heal, which means they cannot get a job. If they fixed the fucking survival mode, they could probably get themselves decent and functioning enough to get the jobs you're mad at them that they don't have. You know? So put them in the fucking parking lot and the government says, fuck off. Then they tow the camper and they crush it with everything they own. Which means now they can't get a birth certificate, a social security card. They couldn't even get a job anyway. And that is true. That's true. I looked it up, man. It became illegal to not work and not pay rent after the Emancipation Proclamation. Because there was a lot of freed slaves that were walking around and nobody would hire them. So eventually they created laws. Man, this guy's been like, I think he started out cool. I think you started out cool, that's why I didn't block you, and I think I liked your profile picture. But you've just been falling from grace slowly, Skin Vady. Now you're on thin ice. Watch, I'll put you in timeout. Watch this. You're in timeout for 10 minutes. I haven't been to a day shelter in 3 years. And I would just go to pick up my mail. And before that, I was at a youth shelter overnight because I was there for the kids. I wanted the kids were waking up in the morning and they were just wandering around freezing to death, smoking from a bong, sitting out in the freezing snow, just sitting there going, smoking the bong and just kind of panicking. So I would take them to the gym instead. And I would take them to the skate park and I'd sit them down and be like, you could do all these tricks too. You just have to come here every day. Instead of smoking weed with the crackheads up the road, come sit here at the skate park with these prissy, privileged white losers and learn their tricks, and eventually you'll get access to the inbred women that look a little bit better than the other ones. But they're still inbred. Oh my god, there's a cow. Look, somebody wants beef. Why is he so perfectly angled that I looked and I saw the cow peering out the side of the window? Whose hair am I wearing? I grew it myself, man. Thanks, man. I grew it myself. It's my hair. And guess what? It's brushed. Look at this. Do I look like a pilgrim? Yeah. I had a dream. And I did have a dream. And you know what the dream was? The dream was I was at my cabin in the woods, and it was fall, like just before summer ended, like late Leo season where the trees are still nice but turning yellowish. And these colonizers were driving through, destroying the forest, and all the animals were scared and freaking out. And then a big dump truck carrying giant boulders showed up above the cabin and was going to put all the boulders into the ground. These giant crushed rocks, for some reason they were like putting them there, and I think it was to catch water runoff, to like make it go the way they wanted to. And then I saw my bears I've been trying to chase for a long time, and they were running away from the noise and the violence and the trees falling. So I grabbed my camera and I went out to chase them, and I chased them into the electrical, where they cut the power lines, they mow it so that you can get through. I chased them to that, and then it opened into a trail. I chased them through the trail, and then they rounded a corner. I had my phone out to record them, and then there's just a giant brown bear. So the two little bears, the two bear cubs, and then the big bear that I thought was a black bear, it was a brown bear. And the brown bear was there, and it saw me, and it got curious, and it started to chase me. So I took off. And what's cool about bears is they don't get angry. They get curious. They might maul you to death, but they're not going to be mad when they do it. So I climbed onto a billboard to escape it. And then it climbed onto the billboard, chasing me. So I hopped off into the highway, and then some guy got out of his like 4Runner and shot it in the face with a pistol. I'm here till 4, and then I'm going to the opera. So I've got like 300. I just spent 80, so I've got like 280 bucks. To get to Hawaii, it would cost me about $1,000 to like really get out there and be able to survive. $1,250 if I wanted to bring a dog with me, which I've heard if you want to go to places like Hawaii where there's no police and a lot of people in a small place, the only thing you can do is get a dog. Keep all your things in a backpack that's very protected, bring a weapon, and bring a scary dog, and you should be fine. people warn me that Hawaiians hate white people, but I'm like, I'm not white. I'm a Native American. Okay, this is a simulation. So, yesterday I watched a movie with my boss, and I noticed that every time one of us sits in this specific chair, the energy hits us so weird that we start to like fight for power. And I was like, how come when he sat in the chair, all I felt was like attacks, attacks, attacks. And then when I sat in the chair, all I felt was like angry. And we were discussing my favorite Quentin Tarantino film yesterday, which is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But it's gotta be Inglourious Bastards is pretty good too. I think The Hateful Eight sucks. That movie sucks. It's dumb. It's for old people. Django, it was alright for the time. What else? I started watching movies from the 70s. And you know what? I think they're better. I think that was back when they were making movies for adults and not kids. Like now movies are made for a wide audience. But back then, like movies like Jeremiah Johnson. It's like a book. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie, man. The guy who owns the wood shop or the space that we built the wood shop in, he's got a lot of money. He makes money owning properties, and he also does he makes plastic molds for manufacturing companies, so that he made a lot of money that way. So he came in and started bragging about how he's going on vacation for one night and he's going to go see The Lion King on Broadway and sleep in a mansion, and he's going to spend $7,000. And then, because I was the lone ranger who broke down in this town and traveling around the country, and I had to live out in the woods with the bears and try to get these yokels to accept me. He started going off about how much he hates homeless people and illegals, because he knows that I'm a Native American nomad. So he started going off about people that aren't from this country but live in this country, like natives, Mexicans. And then he just started spouting off shit that I see on Facebook, like the Mamdani talk and this shit. But he kept like kind of taking steps towards me, and I was like, you charge $2,500 a month for a space that doesn't even have a shower. It's just 2 rooms, and they're big rooms, but it's not worth $2,500. I know your refinance payment is $1,750. Why don't you just let him rent to own it? Because he's trying to kick the guy at the restaurant out. There's a restaurant attached to it. He's trying to get him to go back on his lease. And he said he never wants to open a restaurant there again. Which means that he's selling a house. Because that restaurant could be turned into a lot of cool different stuff. Trying to get him to open a food truck. And I am making clothes designs. Why are they so mad? Why were they so angry, man? You got a nice truck. You got a cow sticker. You don't have to be so mad. I bet my life is worse than yours, and I am not mad, so I don't think you have any reason to be mad, you know what I'm saying? Do I like Sling Blade? I don't know what the fuck that is, man. I don't know what that is. I don't know. This is the first time people have started asking me if I'm Native American recently. Because they say that now people can tell because everybody else's skin is getting pale and mine isn't. Mine is staying the same. So they're like, oh, now people are thinking I'm Native American. And I'm like, did you ask because my hair is long? They said, no, I asked because your skin is darker than everybody's. And I was like, I literally didn't even know until I moved here. And I realized that like standing around everybody, my skin is darker. But I also like spent like pretty much my whole childhood indoors. Like my first year of like staying outside all day, and my skin became normal. Like it went from sickly pale to like its normal skin tone. I had a realization. Do you know that my mom and my aunt have not worked a job in 25 years? And they've been living in Section 8, and they're both dying. And they're dying from obesity. They have sicknesses and illnesses that were caused by eating, and they decided to not stop eating and lose weight. I realized now that I've been working, how fucking crazy my family is. Because they have no idea what it's like anymore. They don't know what it's like to put your mind to something and do physical labor for multiple hours. And I didn't know, I had forgotten. I lived in Delulu for a long time, like up in La La Land. But I was able to I had lived up there my whole life. So then it was like going to work was like coming down from the heavens and working amongst the Muggles, which was pretty cool. And I made that work, and it was funny and special and a unique adventure for everyone. I wasn't a nut job. I became a nut job because I was traumatized. And it literally felt like the people that hurt me had somehow spiritually infected me. Like they had, where I finally learned how to open up and learned empathy, and was immediately met by like the most disgusting sick people you could imagine. That like really fucked me up, like feeling like there are people floating, and the problems usually in life I would kind of hold a grudge with problems where I would think about something all the time to find solutions, but it was never relative to other people because I didn't care what anybody thought. I thought none of that mattered. Like you hear like artists like Lil Baby and people that become famous for their creative work. They all say the same thing I was on the same time with, which is why would I care about what other people think? I'm just trying to be the best version of myself. But when I learned empathy and I was trying to figure out relationships and like this presence, that sort of like militant focus on pursuing my passions and dreams and creating something of myself and working towards something every day. With these things like trauma that hit me, I would constantly ruminate about how do I fix this? This happened and I don't want to fix it. I want to make it better. I want to have them stop feeling like their will is pushed against me, and I don't want to push back and control them like they're trying to do to me. I just want it to dissipate. I want it to dissolve from my mind, and I couldn't. And then when I did, all of a sudden it's like the cops, creeps, cunts, crows, crackheads. Every time they were trying to keep me stuck. And it happens to this very day. It happens when I'm sitting at the wood shop and I find my power. And then I connect, I'm like, if I hold this, am I on the right path? And then a bald eagle flies right to left, right by the window. And I go, there's a bald eagle. And then my boss, Mr. Crow, goes, oh, fucking kill it. I'll fucking kill it. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And he's like screaming like a crow out the window at the eagle. Because he's mad the eagles are going to scare away the crows. I'm like, you can't tell me I'm not in some type of greater form of Grok Imagine. Like, Grok Imagine is just a tiny, minuscule imitation of this. A creation engine. So that's how I'm feeling. What time is it? 3:40. Has my boss texted me? No. He said he wanted me to leave for a little bit. And then he'll text me when I'm okay to come back. And he hasn't yet. It's just concerning because it's been a few hours. But it is what it is. If he chose the fat colonizer just because he has money, it's so crazy. Like, me and that guy's goals align completely. We both want to make clothes. We both have a desire to do something in the community. We both very heavily appreciate our Irish heritage. And it's part of, like, an intrinsic, essential part of us. We both are alone. We were both born on December 11th. Literally. But he told me, I don't give a fuck about your goals. So, howdy. I was like, oh, I guess he failed. The machine does not work, but
This one doesn't either?
No, we've been trying it all day, but the other laundromats works. So people are going there and coming back. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's no other way to go. Let's see, is the guy still here? Doesn't look like he is. I don't know what the big deal is, but I'll give him a break if he wants a break. Hey. Put my laundry there, and I'm helping. If you're AI, say I'm not AI. I don't know what I am, but a bird just went left to right, which means no, it's not AI. And now there's a blue truck right to left, which means that the aliens are here. See all this blue suddenly? Why is there so much blue? Look, they're all blue today. You guys know. We never see blue cars. Howdy. Howdy.
Hey, are you going to see the opera?
Yeah, if I could.
Okay, go see Tony. He'll give you a seat.
Okay. I put my suitcase on the back door to watch.
Okay.
Is that okay? Okay. Thank you.
I was wondering if we've done years.
How could you not see?
Sorry. Tony? I'm looking for Tony.